Right. Look at this now. This is a similar question to the one you guys have done in the assignment. Let's get started. So, let me explain, because I don't want to talk to myself. I'm not a lecturer, right? So I shouldn't say hard things. I want to produce A stars. You guys need to give me A stars. You must. Listen, everyone, look at this. Wandipa, do you remember how many sections we have in maths? Wandi? This simple thing called maths has how many sections, Wandi? Do you remember Mr. Clarify telling you? Wandi, read this. Maths has how many? Look at what I'm writing. Wandi? Maths has how many sections? Wandipa, maths has how many sections? Okay, I can't hear. Akiana, maths has how many sections? Can you see this? Akiana, yes. Well done. Thank you. You have to say it all the time. Okay? You guys have to say it all the time. I'm going to, because that is what makes us different, guys. If I don't make you do it, then we're just the same as others, okay? You guys are the best because you understand what's going on. So maths has 4 sections, and I said it's like this: number, then algebra, okay. Shape and space, then probability and statistics. Here are the 4 sections. Now, everybody, we are focusing on this guy. This little boy called algebra. There's a lot to do with him. And also, we'll do this one. Look, although I taught you probability, I'm proud of it, right? You did very well. Majita, well done. I mean, Hope, you did very well, okay? Laura, you did amazing. Although I did probability, let me tell you the truth, students. Probability will only give you 10% in the final exam, to 15 maximum, okay? And this is not me guessing. I know it from your syllabus. I'm going to show you. 10 to 15% only from probability. So it's not in any way a big guy, okay? It's not the main fish. You can't fail to sleep, Sarah. Sarah, you can't fail to sleep studying probability, okay? For too long. You need to get it done and move on. The main topics which will, these two, algebra and shape and space, these 2 sections, if you're good at them, then wow, you're going to enjoy. You are going to enjoy. So please, that is what I want you to be good at. We are focusing on algebra. There is a question which I told you. Oh, okay, Wendy, I saw it. There is a question in every single paper 4, which will be on algebra, and we know what to expect, so we should polish up that. So polish up one by one these things until you're good, okay? Each subject is different. It's unique. Right now, I say there is a question which is coming on algebra. And either, okay, we know that functions come. Functions come almost all the time, so we are not worried about them. We'll visit them again. We know that, what is another thing? Graphs. We know that graphs come, okay? We know that, let me think of something which I'm not concerned about, which will almost always come. Let me think of some. We know that you are going to get that question. I'll show you, okay? That question which is going to be on subject of the formula and equations, okay, some few equations, and inequalities, a very small inequality they may ask you to solve. Okay, we know that there's that. But there is that big question which we are looking for, which is going to be on differentiation, or it is going to be on simultaneous equations. Differentiation or simultaneous equations or completing the square. We want that question. Students, it's going to be a lot of marks. Or linear algebra, which is going to be about midpoint and length of a line. We are expecting it, so let's polish up that question, okay? We are looking for it. We are going to hunt for it in every paper 4. So I'm hunting for it in here, and it came being completing the square. Look at this paper, okay? This is the paper we are looking. This is equations and inequalities and subject of the formula. I told you this one is coming. So at least I'm not lying. This is proof that I'm training you well. I told you that we already know that there is a question on that, okay? There's a question on speed and all these things. There's a question on functions. Then there's that one on subject and some simple equations and a simple inequality. It almost always comes, okay? Or it may have a fraction, by the way. That question, it may have a fraction. Trust me, you will see it, okay? It's there in a lot of papers, almost all papers. Right. But what we are concerned about is, sir, what are you talking about? What is this question that you are claiming to prepare us for? What is this question that you want? I am preparing you for this main algebra question. I want 100. Tata Yone, do you hear me, Tata? Mr. Chombo, I want 100 on the algebra question, sir. You hear me? It's not going to surprise you. It's going to be differentiation. And I'll show you what they ask on differentiation, okay? They'll say something about tangent. I'll show you, okay? Or simultaneous equations, or completing the square, or linear algebra. And if it comes on any of these, I want 100%. Please. And how are you going to get it? By following the rules. Do the things we agree on. Just like you did in probability for those that submitted. By the way, I'm happy with those that submitted. There's a group of students which is amazing. Okay, whom out there are so amazing. Laura, Hope, Matipa, Mazita, Antonisha, Karabo, LGK tries sometimes, Eric, Sarah are doing good. But then, I have some suspects as well, okay? People who are not submitting. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. If you don't understand, come to me and ask before I come to you, okay? I've given you this opportunity. If there's a reason you didn't submit because you didn't understand, come to me before I come to you. Because if I come to you looking for work, then now there's a question mark on you now. Right, now let's go to the questions. So here we are doing, did you see this, Mazita? The algebra question, either it's going to be on what? This big algebra question we're looking for, Mazita. Either it's going to be on what? Can you see what I'm highlighting on? Mazita, can you respond? Or your mic? Okay, literality. Literality. It's going to be on what? Can you see this? What am I highlighting? Literality, differentiation, or what? What is this other one I'm highlighting? Simultaneous equations, or completing the square, or linear algebra. Don't let me down. Let's go to it. All right. We did completing the square. I explain before I teach all the time so that you understand, okay? Because I'm building a team. I'm not just solving questions. Look at this one. Here it came. And of course, the next one was about differentiation and stuff. But look at this one. The expression, then they gave it the expression in this form. This is completing the square. This is completing the square. Right. Let's see here. Look at what they've done. They've just spinned it around. They spun it around, and now we do the same thing. So they ask you to complete the square. How do you do it? 5 plus 12x minus 2x squared. Then they say in this form. In the form. Which means, listen everybody. Okay, you write 5 plus 12x minus 2x squared. Now, the rules are not going to be changed. You don't change the rules because they've written it in a different order. No. We still know what happens. You have to make sure the x squared is alone. So let me tell you what you're going to do to make this easy. You're going to have to write it in the form they asked. They asked you to write it in this form, so we are going to write the final answer in this form. But that's not the best form when it comes to working it out. When we are working it out, we are going to start with the x squared. But respect maths. Respect maths. We are going to start with the term that has x squared, because it's easy for us to do completing the square when it comes first. But the final answer, they don't want it to be written first. They want the constant to be written first. So we'll do it. Don't worry. Let's rewrite. But when I say respect maths, I mean don't change signs. This is a negative 2x squared. So when you write it first, you write it as a negative 2x squared. You don't change it because you want to change it. Remember, a number, the sign of a number is the sign in front of that number. So this is a negative 2x squared. Wherever it goes, unless you change it to another side of the equal sign, which is not what we are doing, because it was an expression. It didn't have an equal sign. So this equal sign, it's us who are continuing. There was no equal sign here. So when I write, I'm going to rewrite and put this negative 2x squared. First, this one, negative 2x squared. So what are you doing? Is that completing the square? Yes. If they don't give you x squared in front, put it in front. You've put it in front. Then you put the term with x. It's positive because it has a plus in front. So it's a plus 12x. Then you put this one. It's positive. It's just like that. It's going to be a plus 5. Oh, that's great. That is very good. Now we can start, okay? Now, before we do complete, we are going to now look at it, okay? Because we understand when it's written like this, we understand. And I know you understand. And I'm confident in you. Because I know you understand. From yesterday, we said, you do not start the process of completing the square when the x squared is not x squared. This is not x squared. It's a negative 2x squared. So we don't want that negative 2. Take it away. So you take away that negative 2 before you start completing the square. This negative 2, we factor it out. This will remain as just an x squared. Then we take out from here, from this 12x. You say 12x divided by negative 2. What do you get? Okay? This is negative into positive. You get a negative. 2 into 2, 1, into 12, 6. So this is 6. Then the x has nothing, so it comes back as it is. So it's a negative 6x. So this is a minus 6x. Okay, we've factored it out. We've divided it. This plus 5 has nothing to do with it, so it just stays as a plus 5. Now we get to work. We can start completing the square. LGK. Completing the square depends on who. Who is our special term when we are completing the square? There is one term which we need. Who is it, LGK? It is the number before x. Right? LGK, the number before x is the only way to complete the square. If you don't use it, then trust me, I don't know how to help you. I told you for this one, look at the term before x. Don't worry about anything else. Just take the number before x. It's a negative 6. What do? divide it by 2. Then square outside. So you take that negative 6, you divide it by 2, then you square outside. What does this become? Can I reduce this thing which is inside? Yes, it can be a negative 3. If it's going to be a number with a decimal, don't do it. You just write it as negative 3 all squared. So now we have the number which we are going to add and subtract. How did we get it? We took the number before x, which was a negative 6. We divided by 2, then we squared. That's the number to add and subtract. So let's do it. Let's add it and subtract it. So you now say, this is negative 2. In brackets, you say x squared minus 6x. Then plus, you always add first. You can't remove what you haven't added. So you got to add first. What are we adding? This one. This negative 3 all squared. So we are adding negative 3 all squared. We close the bracket. Then we say plus 5. Then now we have to remove what we added. We have to remove what we added. We are removing what? This negative 3 all squared. But remember, we added it inside a bracket. So we will also subtract it inside a bracket which is negative 2. So you say minus, then you're going to say it is going to be inside a bracket which is negative 2. So it's negative 2 minus 3 all squared. We subtract what we added. We added negative 3 all squared, which was inside a negative 2. So we subtract negative 3 all squared, which is inside a negative 2. That's what we subtract. Don't try to remove one negative here because your mind tells you there are too many. Hey, when? Do what they want. Don't do what your mind feels right. Do the rules. Now we can simplify. The last step, The last step is easy. Negative 2 is not going anywhere. Here I said you take the x only. You ignore this one. Ignore it. Go to the other one which is squared, which is negative 3. Take the number inside the bracket only. In this case, it's a negative 3. So we take the negative 3. Then we put the squared outside. Then we now take this and reduce. So this is going to be plus 5. Then minus, you open a big bracket. What is this? Negative 2 multiplying. Negative 3 all squared is a 9. So this becomes equal to negative 2 multiplying x minus 3 all squared plus 5. Then minus negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. This becomes equal to negative 2 x minus 3 all squared. Then plus 5 minus minus, it's plus 18, which becomes negative 2 x minus 3 all squared plus 23. Now you can rewrite it into the form Cambridge wants. Cambridge doesn't want you to start with negative 2. It wants you to start with the number 23. So you say 23. Then you bring this negative 1. Minus 2, open bracket, x minus 3 all squared. So you have it now. What is the q which goes first? It's this number, 23. So q is 23. Then what is the p? It's the number that is going inside the bracket. In here, it's a negative. Here it was a positive p, but in here it's a negative. So your p is negative 3. There you go. And you are now done. Have you seen this? Have you seen how you solve this time? Don't let me down. Don't forget to rearrange. Okay. I have a lot to do with you, a lot of questions, but the one I'm going to is, let me choose. Okay, it's from the same year, right? And I'm going to choose this one. Look at the one I'm choosing to do next. It comes a lot also, this one. Okay? This one also comes a lot. I'm trying to prepare you, and I know that a lot of you will be able to do questions on your own. I'll be so proud. We have a lot of work, students. This one also comes a lot. Right. This is the algebra question in this paper. Can you see the algebra question? How many marks was it worth this time? Students, how many marks was it worth? 5. Okay? I'm not talking about these ones, factorizing and stuff. They are also important. And solving simple equations, fractions, like I said, and subject of the formula and factorizing. That's also fine. That's also fine. But I want us to look at this big algebra question that is going to come, okay? Are you seeing it, everybody? Are we on the same page? Right. Let's see how we do it when they say this. They've given you this, and they've given you this one as well. Let me go to the other one, which I'm going to also want to answer. Give me a second. Where's the one I wanted to? Yes, this one. How many marks is it worth, students? How many marks is this big algebra, the algebra question? Huh? They gave you even another one. How many marks is this one worth? 6. Let's start with it. Can you see that it can... Well done. Can you see that alone, this question, if you are not prepared for it, it can cost you? Are you seeing that? Kelly, are you seeing this? That this question can cost us, huh? KK. Yeah. So we gotta be prepared. So let me train you, okay? We know the types of topics they bring in this question. So those are the ones we are brushing up to make ourselves prepared. Where is Misha? Where is Misha today? Okay, I'll find out. Right. Look at this question. And I'm going to do another question which is exactly like this one from a different paper, which asks the exact same thing. Be ready. If they bring this one, they would have made a big mistake because you are going to lick it up. Let's see. Find the equation of the tangent. So let me train you people forever and ever and ever. Okay? Let me train you. Listen. If they make the mistake of mentioning this person called tangent, okay? They say equation and they say tangent. If they make that mistake, get 100. This question is on differentiation. If they ever mention tangent, then what is it on? Students? Yes. Let's see how you solve it. Look at how you solve it. The first thing I want you to do, once you see them say equation, then they say of tangent, if I don't see where you differentiated, I'm going to be seriously disappointed. Because you won't be serious. You are not serious if you don't do it. The moment they say equation of tangent, I said it's differentiation. Period. Take the equation they give you. Y is equal to 18 minus 3x minus x squared. And differentiate it immediately. Now, how do you differentiate? Drop the power to multiply, then reduce the power by 1. That's differentiation. It's easy. Drop the power, reduce by 1. So here we say y is equal to, here we try to differentiate. Yes, Majita. Drop the power, so differentiation. Here is differentiation. No one in this class is allowed to struggle there. the process of differentiation is drop the power to multiply, then reduce the power by 1. This is differentiation. Drop the power, then reduce it by 1. So first you drop it. When it drops, it multiplies whatever is there. Then you just reduce it. Surely you can all do it. Drop that power, then you will reduce it by 1. Okay, you drop it down to multiply, then reduce it by 1. So when you are differentiating a number, you get nothing. So you differentiate 18 is going to give you nothing. Then you differentiate anytime, listen, anytime you differentiate anything which just has an x. Okay, if you differentiate 5x, 2x, 3x, 4x, when you differentiate anything with just x, just throw away the x. So here it's negative 3x, you just throw away the x, it becomes negative 3. Okay, the dy dx, the derivative, it becomes negative 3. Then we now differentiate here. That is when we drop the power, then we reduce it by 1. So this power is 2, it drops to come down here, it becomes now negative 2. Then you reduce the power by 1. It was x to the power of 2, it's now x to the power of 1. You have differentiated. So this is your derivative, dy dx. Are we together? This is the derivative. Here we dropped the power, the 2, and then we reduced it by 1. It becomes 2 minus 1, 1. Now, this is the first step the moment you see equation tangent. Then the second step is you put where you are. So you differentiate this guy they gave you, okay, this guy which they would have given you. Then you put this point, okay, at x equal to 4. So you now go below, you say, let x equal to 4. You will now have dy dx equal to minus 3 minus 2 by 4. It will be minus 3 minus 2 by 4 is 8. Okay, the dy dx. Then the dy dx will be minus 3 minus 8 is minus 11. Can you see that? Can you see this? Surely you are old enough to follow steps. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Follow the steps. Yes. Negative 3. We got it from differentiating negative 3x. When you differentiate, you are changing. If you refuse to change, then you are not differentiating. So listen to how you change. If it's a number, when you are differentiating, it should disappear. I don't want to see that number again. You have differentiated. It should disappear. When you differentiate something with an x, the x should disappear. If you differentiate a number, the whole number should go. So this is just an 18. We differentiated, it should go. As 18, it should go. Then we differentiate this guy with an x, the negative 3x. The x should go. And you must get negative 3. So don't keep that x. There will be a problem. You are differentiating, so get rid of that x. I want to see the number without x. So this negative 3x becomes negative 3. Do you understand now? Well done. Then now we differentiate the x squared, this negative x squared. Now when you're differentiating this one, you go the long way, which is the rule. It says drop the power and then reduce it by 1. You drop it, okay? It comes down to multiply whoever was down here. You find there was just a 1, a negative 1. So it will come down to multiply that negative 1. It becomes negative 2. Then we now reduce the power of x So you write x again, but you are now reducing that power. Okay, now that's good. Do you understand now? Can you all see? Okay. So, Mr. Clarify, sir, thank you. The first thing we do is differentiate. Then the second thing we're going to do is feed this point. We will put this point into the answer. So you got your dy dx. Now you need to feed this x value. So you go on the next line and say, let x equal to 4. In other words, I'm about to put 4 wherever there is x. Then you put it and you get an answer of negative 11. That's your dy dx. Now, am I done? No. We have work here. What is the work? We need equation of tangent. So now, equation of tangent, they will actually tell you in the form y is mx plus c. So you write now y is equal to mx plus c for tangent. We already have it. Yes. For tangent, you have to write y is equal to mx plus c. So now you have fed the value into your machine. You have an answer, okay? After putting x equal to 4, you got an answer of negative 11. Now, that is what you use to continue. Because you now say they want equation of tangent. So it's going to be y is mx plus c. Then now you say the m is equal to dy dx, okay? Which is this answer here, which is negative 11. So m is the dy dx, which is negative 11. So you say y is equal to negative 11x plus c. Which now we need to find c. Can you see this? Yes. After you put the point, x equal to 4, whatever. Okay? Now, here is where the last part comes from, where the 6 mark. We now just need to find c. And to find c, we need x and we need y. So this one we're going to keep it. But we need y and x, which will come from here. So we will need to put y. We will need to put x so that we can find c. So you're going to rewrite this original equation. Y is equal to 18 minus 3x minus x squared. Then you need to know, because you need x and y. So you now say again, let x be equal to that value again. X be equal to 4. Y will be equal to 18 minus 3 by 4. So here you'd say 18, okay, minus 3 by 4. Minus 4 squared. Y will be equal to 18 minus 12 minus 12. No, did we substitute nicely? No. This should have been minus 4 squared, which should have been minus 16. The answer becomes negative 10. So now we have x4, y negative 10. We can find c. You now say y is equal to 11. Here we now write y is equal to 11x plus c. Yes. Yes, you can ask the question. Eric, or someone, whoever has the hand up, you can ask me the question. Good question. What I want you to see is it is not negative x squared. It's negative of x squared. So you do this, then this. Do you understand? So this negative is not inside the bracket. Okay? So here you just found y using x. So now you see negative 10 is equal to. Right here we now say, isn't it plus c? For our c now we don't know what it is. But for x we know it's a 4. For y so it's a negative 10, then plus 6. Then you have minus 10 is equal to 44 plus 6. Minus 10 minus 44 is equal to. Here, what do you get? What is it? Minus 10 minus 44 minus 16 is equal to c. What is it? What is the answer? Negative 40. Only. Negative 40? Yes. Oh, it's negative 11. It's a negative 44, negative 44. Can you see? This side, okay, this is, wait. Put in the values, okay? Put in the values which we found here. We say let x be equal to 4, y be equal to negative 10. So you would say negative 10 is equal to negative 11 by 4 plus 6. Plus c, yes. Yes, we are looking for c. Minus 10 plus 44 is equal to c, which is 34. Okay. Can you see? Now you just rewrite the last one. Y is equal to negative 11x plus 34, which is your c. Okay? Are we together, students? Where did you get confused if you did? Is there anyone who's confused? No one. Let me give you one, which is exactly like that. Right. Everybody, can you start this one, please? Give me a second. Let me give you the question I want you to do. Let me share it with you. Everybody, can you start with this question, please? Solve me this.